We actually head back to listener who was still kind of shooken up after what happened. The boys pretty much had to end up asking him what happened. It was actually during a free period time where listener was hanging out at the gym, and he pretty much explained the story of what happened. And next thing knew, the one with the pigtails pretty much looked at me like I was a piece of meat, along with the bob haircut one, and I think they were trying to flirt with me or something. Ugh. Shivering out of purely disgusted and weirded out. The four looked at him in shocked and kind of disbelief. No way, seriously, man? No. Oh, nah, that is insanely crazy. Like, dude, how the heck did something like that happen? I mean, sounds like they were really into you or something. Exactly. One moment thought I was gonna end up dying, but next thing I knew, I think I heard them purr at me. I'm not crazy, am I? The four, yes, I'm gonna end up including Darren for this one, looked at each other and pretty much nodded this. I think they may have fell in love with you. Lister spat out his drink. What? Fell in love with me? What the heck, Darren? He looked at Darren like he was nuts or something. I'm serious. The way you actually explained it, they might have fallen in love with you, listener. No way in a million years with two murder drones that pretty much gutted out or went insanely crazy, hunting every of our kind down to close to extinction, will end up thinking me as attractive. And man, look at me. Would you guys date me if you guys were girls? Instant, yes, you're cool and everything. Probably should have seen that one coming. Listener looked down in defeat. What am I gonna do? Hey, at least one thing, they're outside and we're in here. So, like 20% chances if they manage to come in. That's like 1 out of a million. Or 1 out of 100 million, if you ask me. Sam tried to sound helpful. The boys looked at him. Are you trying to jinx us or something? Because I feel like if you do, I'm going to smack you right upside down. I'm not trying to jinx us. It's just that we're safe in the bunker and they're out there. So the closest thing that we have in the counter was what happened last week. Yes, I'm going with Sam on this one, guys. They looked at listener. To be fair, I'm quite safe and sound here, so guaranteed of me going back out there is actually a fat chance. But wait, aren't you working as a DWS for a part-time job? Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, listener, in desperate time, needed money. He worked at a member of the WDS for Mr. Dorman. As much as he hates the guy, he needs the money desperately, so he took it. He was actually the leader of a scouting group for collecting supplies for their bunker. And speaking of which, he looked at his watch. Oh shoot, I better get going then. If I don't, Mr. Dorman's gonna have my head. Seriously, bro, you might need to be careful. Because do the part, you're really the best out of the scavengers we have. We can't afford losing you, man. Brandon said as he held listener's shoulder. I promise I won't be captured or anything, but if I do, here. He gave a tape recorder. Play it if anything, and it will tell you everything that might happen. Whoa, listener, you sound like you might going into a fight or anything. If push comes to shove and I meet those guys again, so be it. And he went off. Mr. Dorman ended up assigning him and his group of 5 to end up getting supplies. They're running low on materials they need to remake the doors and a few other parts they need as well. So, listener, along with the 5 members he has, will end up going into the city, where it's actually the south side of where the spiral was at. And as they end up driving into the jeep that Lister managed to fix up, they stopped where they would not get detected and end up looking around. Okay, looks like we're good. Come on, We have a few hours before sundown. They do it in daylight so they don't have to worry about them getting caught. But though, because the location for the parts and the materials they need was in the far distance, they have at least about 6 or 7 minutes before sundown. Listener ended up telling them to split up so they can cover more ground, as he went to look for parts as well. However, little did he know that two certain girls were actually eyeing him in the shadows. Okay, just in and out. Suppose that maybe I can end up finding some parts for Uzi. He was the only friend that Uzi has. He was the only one that stood up for her. Dad tried as much, but he wasn't there, their only listener. And he kind of felt bad for her. Growing up with a dad who wasn't there for close to 17 years, that's messed up. And also that's coming from him. His own parents never give two shit about him, and well, that's why he was here in the beginning. The Jones pretty much killed his parents because they sacrificed him. But that didn't end well, so he was raised in the orphanage until he got to school, and here he is now. Okay, let's search these containers. Maybe they have what they need. They were at a shipment container place. Hopefully there they can find parts. Though what he was not expecting is that some of the windows were like blacked out so sunlight can reach in, which made it perfect for V and Jane to sneak in and have their little fun with the others, but also can't wait to claim their prize. Lester ended up looking around and couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. Okay, this seems kind of scary. Huh? What the? Guys? Is that you? He called out. If this is a prank, I swear I'm gonna end up bitch slapping you with my gun, he said as he pulled out his rifle. However, he didn't get an answer. Okay, seriously guys, this is not funny. Huh? He felt something dropping on his own shoulder. He looked and saw on his hand was Oyo. Hello? Hello, sweetheart. A familiar voice came out in purring excitement. He didn't actually bother looking up. He just pretty much turned and saw you guys again. Hi. Hey there, listener. The two purred as they looked at him. What the hell are you doing here? I thought you guys weren't supposed to be out at sunrise. Oh, we were. However, we actually had a smart idea to see where you're at. And lucky thing we snatched this off of your friend. They showed him the radio that belonged to the DWFs. Oh my god, where the hell did you get the radio? We ended up killing one of those guys before, and when we heard that you will be coming here for parts, we knew we had to set our plan for action. Damn it! What the hell do you want? I think I already know that you guys killed off my teammates, did you? Oh no, we didn't. They're still alive. Look up. He did, and he was met with a ferocious and scary sight. All of them were hanging upside down, tied up with tapes over their mouths as they end up wiggling and trying to get out. Some of them end up having scratches, and others look like they were about to pee themselves. Oh my god, let them go right this instant. They have family at the bunker. Oh, we will actually do that if a deal is made with us, Jay pretty much said as her own worker style kicked in. I don't like this, but I know this deal. Let me guess. You want me to take their place and you let them go. Ding ding ding! Looks like we have a winner! You're so good at it, V said, purring. Okay, I think I prefer when you guys try to eat me or something. But why do you want me? It's still kind of crazy that you kind of, Listener said as he backed away, but then fell Jay behind her. Oh, where the hell did you? How? We're not worker drones, we're murder drones. We end up being 10 times faster than you guys. And believe me, we end up being 10 times faster and killing our prey. So, if you don't take the deal, she said while gesturing her hand with her claws and looking up at the still live Worker Jones. This really made Lister have a tight spot. He wants to end up living, but at a cost he will let the others die. And then there's him. Without choice, he made his decision. Long story short, the girls end up keeping their deal and they let the others go. They end up begging Lister not to, but he said that he'd rather end up seeing these guys alive than him having guilt of what he should have done. So if anything, they were let go and returned home, but not without saying goodbye to Listener. And Listener, who looked like he was in defeat, was hugged between two girls, and because of his size, he was right in the middle of their breast. This can't be any more better than this, he said as he tried not to indulge on what they're doing. Ooh, I can't wait to have fun with you. This is gonna be exciting. Listener knew that he might have no choice but to kiss his old life goodbye and pretty much welcome his new life, because now he has to be a toy for two female murder Jones. And this would end up being a dream for many. However, for him, it's gonna be a nightmare. Help me.